Welcome to Standard Voice News Channel. I am Samira Ibrahim. Here are your top stories for today. Zamfara State Government delegation returning from an official assignment in Katsina State was caught on a crossfire. President Muhammadu Buhari orders compulsory enrollment of crew members into the National Health Insurance Scheme. President Muhammadu Buhari urges Nigerian youth to keep the peace in their own interests. On business, fuel shortage looms as Pengan Sun goes on strike. And on the international scene, European Union still testing Pfizer vaccine, keeps 2021 forecast. Now the news in details. The Zamfara State Police Command has confirmed an incident involving Zamfara State Government delegation returning from an official assignment in Katsina State. The command said on 9th November 2020, it received a report that a delegation of Zamfara State Government, led by the Commissioner for Security and Home Affairs, Alhaji Abubakar Dawaran, was caught in a crossfire between two warring bandit groups who were fighting for supremacy at Dogon Karfe, Gidan Jaja along Zurmi Jibiya Road in Zurmi local government area of Zamfara State. The delegation was returning from Katsina State after handing over 26 abducted girls in Faskari local government area of Katsina State, who were rescued by Zamfara State government under its Peace, Reconciliation and Disarmament Initiative. Unfortunately, a driver in the delegation died in the crossfire. Immediately, the combined police and military personnel rushed to the scene to strengthen the existing escort of the delegation. The command and other security agencies will continue to do their best to ensure the protection of lives and property of the citizens. A controversy broke out between Zamfara State government and the parents of the 26 girls rescued from the bandits over the weekend. The government of Zamfara State said it has secured the release of the 26 girls kidnapped by bandits without paying any ransom. However, in a swift reaction to the government's claim, some of the parents said they paid ransom before the release of the girls. According to some parents, the children were released by their kidnappers following the payment of the ransom. For more details on the story, Musa Joy reports.
Speaking on behalf of the parents, the village head of Dan Aji in Faskari local government area of Katsina State, where the girls hailed from, Malam Lawa Dogara, said the parent paid a sum of 6.6 million naira to have the girls released. However, the Zamfara State government maintained that it secured the release of the girls without paying any ransom, as it has been doing since its inception about a year and a half ago. Speaking on behalf of the government, the special advisor to the state governor, Alhaji Zailani Bafa, said even if they paid money, it was not to the knowledge of Zamfara State government, and that the girls were released not as a result of paying the money, but due to the existing agreement of the government peace process with the bandits. The special advisor said that those who claim to have paid the money to the bandits before securing the release of the girls should contact those they paid the money to for the refund of their money, as it made no impact on the release of the girls. Malam Zailani Baba said the misguided persons have since instigated false information that the girls were not rescued by the peace process initiated by Governor Matawale's administration, but by ransom paid by the families of the released girls. Musa Joy Onyoza reporting for Svtv News, Gusau.
The chairman of the Senate Committee on Defense and Deputy Chairman, Senate Committee on Anti-Corruption, Senator Aliyu Magatakarda Wamokko, has again sponsored 44 indigent undergraduate students at the Lead City University, Ibadan, Oyo State. This is contained in a press release signed by Bashir Rabi Mani, Special Assistant Media and Publicity to Senator Aliyu Magatakarda Wamokko. It said the lucky student will study various science, engineering and medical courses so as to bolster manpower supply to the state and Nigeria. For more details on the story, over now to our correspondent, Sumayya Dusara.
Senator Wamako, a former governor of Sokoto State, presented the admission letters to the benefiting student on Saturday, November 7, 2020, at his Sahabi Dengue Road, Gawannama, Sokoto residence. They were drawn from across the 23 local government areas of the state. Presenting the admission letters to the student, Senator Wamako admonished them to be serious with their studies, as well as steer clear of any acts capable of truncating their education. He also urged them against misusing the golden opportunity the Almighty Allah has provided them with through him. An undisclosed whopping amount of money is said to have been spent in securing the admission slot and other related expenditures under the gesture. The approach-making event was witnessed by the former Transport Minister Alhaji Yusuf Suleiman, Executive Secretary, Police Trust Fund Alhaji Ahmad Aliyu Sokoto, and the State APC's Chairman Alhaji Isa Sadiq Achida, among other dignitaries. The students are expected to commence their academic activities at the university this week. Sumaya Dosia reporting for SVTV News.
Kebbi State Governor Senator Abubakar Atiku Bagudu Monday swore in 3 new commissioners into the fold of the State Executive Council with a charge to them to uphold the trust and confidence reposed in them. The governor also admonished them to ensure mutual respect for all the members of the council, other tiers of government, and the general bureaucracy in the state. Those sworn in were Maigari Abdullahi Dakin Gari, Garba Ibrahim Geza, and Hayatuddin Ahmad Bawa. For more details on the story, Beauty Abdul Malik reports.
The oath of office was administered on the new commissioners by a High Court Judge, Justice Ibrahim Kengiwa, who represented the State Chief Judge, Justice Suleiman Muhammad Ambrosa. While appreciating their invaluable sacrifices, the governor noted that, with their new positions, demands on them from within and outside of the government will certainly jack up. Governor Bagudu, however, urged them to balance up the expected increased demands with the need to stay upright, be diligent, and respect each other, like it's happening now in the team. The governor said he will never waver in motivating all of them to meaningfully contribute to the burning desire to provide the best and nothing but the best to the generality of the people of the state. In return, the people expect nothing less than your usual sacrifices, diligence, honesty, and dedication. Governor Bagudu also urged the new commissioners to be abreast with the vast knowledge about the state, be it population, revenues, births and death rates, potentials, and other related information. Beauty Abdul Malik reporting for SVTV.
Governor Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna State has said that the appointment of Ahmad Bamali as the 19th Emir of Zazzau was an opportunity to redress a colonial injustice. The governor made this known during the presentation of staff of office to the traditional ruler on Monday. He recalled that the Emir's grandfather, Aliyu Dansidi, was unjustly deposed by the colonial governor of Northern Region, Herbert Goldsmith. For more details on this story, over now to our correspondent, Rahama Ibrahim Dusara.
According to the governor, the handing over of the staff of office to Emir Bamali is taking place exactly 100 years since Goldsmith deposed the new Emir's grandfather. The governor said that the vacancy of the throne gave the government the opportunity to return to the enduring principles that guided the appointment of Emirs under the Sokoto Caliphate. Sheikh Usman Danfodio, in his seminal work Bayan Wujub al-Hijra, was crystal clear that there are 9 qualities of Islamic leadership: wisdom, learning, clemency, generosity, kindness, righteousness, patience, gratitude, and leniency, which entails avoidance of harshness. Governor El-Rufai said that it is on the basis of due regards to these customs, rules, and enabling laws that Almighty Allah chose His Highness to be the Emir and imposed on the government the constitutional duty to appoint him. He therefore called on all those that contested the emirship to accept the will of Allah and joined hands with the 19th Emir of Zazzau for progress and harmony in the emirate. The governor appealed to the title holders, district heads, members of the Emirate Council, the good people of Zazzau Emirate, and indeed all the citizens of Kaduna State to rally round the new Emir. He urges them to extend to him their full support and cooperation in the same way they gave predecessors to enable speedy development of the Emirates and the state in general. I am Rahma Ibrahim Dosa reporting for Standard Voice Television.
The chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, on Monday handed over leadership of the commission to Air Vice Marshal Maazu. Ahmad retired, the most senior national commissioner who will act as chairman of the commission. This follows the tenure expiration of Professor Yaqub on Monday. Air Vice Marshal Maaz Ahmad will act as acting chairman pending the confirmation of Professor Mahmoud Yakubu by the Senate. The handover exercise took place at the INEC headquarters in Abuja on Monday. President Muhammadu Buhari recently reappointed Professor Mahmoud Yakubu as INEC chairman for another 5 years, subject to confirmation by the National Assembly. Nasarawa State Governor Engineer Abdullahi Sule has directed members of the State Executive Council to henceforth send every item requiring expenditure to the Nasarawa State Bureau for Public Procurement for bidding. Engineer Sule gave the directive while delivering his opening speech during the monthly State Executive Council meeting, which held at the Government House on Monday. The governor directed that all items requiring expenditure will have to go to the BPP in time to save time in doing government business. Engineer Sule disclosed that in most cases, when commissioners send items requiring expenditure, he still has to send such to the BPP for betting, stressing that there is need for members of the council to save time by sending such directly to the BPP. Engineer Abdullahi Sule emphasized that this has become necessary for the states to keep in line with the state fiscal transparency, accountability and sustainability program for results. President Muhammadu Buhari has issued a directive to the National Youth Service School (NYSC) to ensure the enrollment of co-members in the National Health Insurance Scheme. NYSC Director General Brigadier Svtv Ibrahim announced this on Monday at a briefing in Abuja. He assured that the NYSC has intensified the liaison with security agencies to ensure the security of co-members wherever they are serving in the country. For more details on this story, Svtv Ibrahim reports.
This is in preparation for the 2020 Batch B orientation course in compliance with COVID-19 guidelines. Brigadier General Svtv Ibrahim said with the annual mobilization of over 300,000 co-members, the NYSC remains the most critical platform for monitoring Nigerian youth as drivers for national unity and development. The DG said the scheme has concluded arrangements with the NHIS for the enrollment of co-members into the NHIS in line with the presidential directive. He explained that the National Youth Service School (NYSC) has mobilized 66,000 eligible graduates to participate in the 2020 Batch B service year. Brigadier General Svtv Ibrahim noted that prospective co-members and course officials are, however, mandated to undergo the COVID-19 test before admission into the orientation camp, set to reopen on Tuesday, November 10, 2020. Svtv Ibrahim, reporting for SVTV.
The House of Representatives has called for the utilization and commercialization of scientific findings to generate revenue for the country. The House Committee on Science and Technology stated this at its 2021 budget defense session with the Minister of Science and Technology, saying non-utilization of the research results denied the country revenue for years. This, according to the committee chairman, Mrs. Benila, will also encourage young Nigerians to venture into research that will fast-track the country's industrialization and development. Mrs. La reiterated the committee's determination to support the science and technology sector to contribute to national progress. The Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Obonaya Onu, explained that the ministry is implementing numerous programs aimed at promoting science and technology in the country. Dr. Onu, while defending the ministry's 2021 budget, solicited for more funds to effectively carry out their constitutional duties. President Muhammadu Buhari has called on Nigerian youth to keep the peace in their own interests as they hold the future and the development of the country in their hands. This is contained in a press release signed by Mr. Femi Adesina, the President's Special Advisor on Media, at the end of the President's meeting with the UN Deputy Secretary General Dr. Amina Mohammed on Monday. While reacting to the answers fallout, which saw the destruction of public and private properties, as well as loss of innocent lives. The president, who noted that his generation is at its last lap, said he has directed his chief of staff, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, to go around the country and talk to traditional rulers, who will then talk to the youths on moralities. For more details on the story, over now to our correspondent, Hawa Mohammed.
He said, having inherited severe infrastructure deficits from past administrations, his government is doing its best to make amends within limited resources, partly caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. On climate change, he stated that Nigeria is concerned over the recharge of Lake Chad, saying it has great implications on security, irregular migration and livelihood. The UN Deputy Secretary General, who was a Minister of Environment in Nigeria, said she was at the presidential villa on a courtesy call and to flag interest on the challenges that concern the UN, particularly COVID-19, climate change, security and humanitarian responses to the diverse challenges. Hawa Muhammad, reporting for SVTV.
The Nigerian Center for Disease Control (NCDC) has reported 94 new cases of coronavirus (COVID-19) across the country. In a late-night tweet on Monday, the nation's health agency disclosed that the new infections were recorded in 6 states and the Federal Capital Territory (FCT). Of the new cases, Lagos has the highest number of 50, followed by the FCT and Kwara State, which have 24 and 9 more infections respectively. For more details on this story, Shehu Magaji report.
Others are Edo 4, Kaduna 3, as well as Ondo and the Plateau, where 2 cases were recorded each. This brings the total number of confirmed cases in the country since Nigeria reported its first infection in February to 64,184. Similarly, those who have lost the battle to COVID-19 in Nigeria increased by 4, raising the death toll from the disease to 1,158. On the other hand, the number of recoveries increased to 60,069 after 159 more patients were successfully treated and discharged from various isolation centers in the country. As of 9 a.m. on November 10, Nigeria has a total of 2,957 active COVID-19 cases. According to the NCDC, that has been the report. I am Shehu Magaji reporting for SBTV.
On business, over to Musa Joy.
Welcome to Business Desk. The Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, PENGASAN, has declared a nationwide strike, sparking fears of fuel scarcity in the country. PENGASAN President Festus Osifo confirmed the union's position during his appearance on Channels Television on Monday. He said members are sitting at home and will continually watch the situation, which will be reviewed when the need arises. Mr. Osifo explained that the industrial action followed the inability of the federal government to address the issues raised by the oil and gas workers. He stated that the union had given the government a 7-day ultimatum in a statement issued last Monday to respond to the issues. The major issues raised by the oil and gas workers were fallout of the implementation of the Integrated Payroll and Personnel Information System (IPPIS) by the government regarding the payment of salaries. Mr. Osifo accused the government of negligence in the manner it was handling the issues, saying that has led the union to take the decision to go on strike. He stated that the union made several attempts to resolve the issues raised as a result of the shortfall in worker salaries and arrears, but the negligence of the government representative has led to the current position. Mr. Osifo decried that the arrears and allowances of some union members at the Petroleum Training Institute, Petroleum Product Pricing Regulatory Agency, Nigeria Nuclear Regulatory Authority and the Department of Petroleum Resources were seized sometimes in the year. And that's all on Standard Voice Business Update. I am Musa Joy Onyoza.
And on the international scene, the European Medicines Agency is still reviewing the safety of a COVID-19 vaccine submitted by Pfizer and BioNTech and has not received clinical trial data. A rolling review of several potential vaccines is underway, and for now, Brussels is sticking by its forecast that one may be approved and available early next year. Earlier, the company said that ongoing trials had found that their vaccine was 90% effective in preventing COVID-19 infections, sending hopes soaring for an end to the epidemic. The European Medicines Agency has begun an expedited procedure to examine potential vaccines and did nothing to pour cold water on reports of a breakthrough. But a spokeswoman for the Amsterdam-based agency said they had yet to receive the result of clinical trials. Through rolling reviews, European Medicine Agency can exceptionally evaluate data as it becomes available ahead of a formal marketing authorization application. The European Medicine Agency had evaluated the first batch of data on the vaccine, which came from laboratory studies, non-clinical data. The agency is currently assessing a second batch of data which relates to the quality of the vaccine, including data related to its ingredients and the way it is produced. Any new data available for this vaccine will be reviewed in the same way. The agency has not received nor access to emerging clinical data at this point and can therefore not comment further. Separately, in Brussels, a European source confirmed this and added any prediction will be risky, but they have good indications that the first vaccine may be available early next year. That has been the news from Standard Voice Television. To end the news, a quick look at the major headlines. Zamfara State Government delegation returning from an official assignment in Katsina State was caught on a crossfire. President Muhammadu Buhari orders compulsory enrollment of crew members into the National Health Insurance Scheme. President Muhammadu Buhari urges Nigerian youth to keep the peace in their own interests. On business, fuel shortage looms as Pengan Sun goes on strike. And on the international scene, European Union still testing Pfizer vaccine, keeps 2021 forecast. That's the news. On behalf of the production crew, Head of News and Current Affairs Department, Ibrahim Garbatunov, I am Samira Ibrahim, wishing you a pleasant day. Keep watching Standard Voice Television News. Goodbye.